Hello and welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I'm Ranj. Today I will be giving you the Capper Comparison Picks for UFC Vegas 37, some more prelim fights. Alright, let's go. Here we go. Be sure to check out the video I did yesterday for three other early prelim fights. Pretty good. Now without further ado, I have to get this done before I go into work. So this is an early morning video. So take that in consideration if I mess up. I'm a little cloudy in the mornings. Anyway, so let's get right into this, all right? First of all, this was actually like the second fight on the card, but when I made when I did the research and stuff, the order is not right. That's what I'm getting at. But anyway, we've got this bantamweight fight between Gustavo Lopez and Hilly Alatang. Okay. Hilly Alatang is the favorite here. He's got a record of 14 wins, 8 losses, and 1 draw. He's a favorite at -125, $1.25. Gustavo Lopez, 12-6 professional record. He's the underdog, +105. He was the line did move a little bit when I originally written it down. Alatang was a -115. Lopez was a -105. Now Lopez is a plus money underdog. A little different. Did move a little, about 10 points, both sides. All right. So let's discuss Hilly Alatang, the favorite. He's fighting out of Team Alatang. That's in Inner Mongolia. Yes, he is Mongolian. Matter of fact, little fun fact. He just barely missed the Mongolian Olympic wrestling team. He tried out, but I guess they only took the top 2 spots in each weight class or something like that. And he's like number 3. What are you gonna do? But at least he was competent enough to go and try out and qualify and almost make the Olympic team for Mongolia. He's coming off, the Mongolian Knight is coming off a loss to Casey Kenny, unanimous decision loss. However, he is 4-1 in his last 5. His opponent on the other side, though, Gustavo Lopez, fighting out of Extreme Couture. You know who else out of there? JP Bays. But anyway, Gustavo Lopez has a very slight half-inch reach advantage, so it's not even nothing to bat an eye at. He's coming off a loss to Adrian Yanez. I think that was the one they had the little media banter. No, it wasn't. No, never mind. But did he talk a little shit to Adrian Yanez? I can't remember, but anyway, Adrian Yanez knocked him out round 3. And Gustavo Lopez is 3-2 in his last 5. He's got, I only put down highlighted notes. 28% takedown defense. Not good. Going against a guy that almost made the Mongolian wrestling team. Just putting that out there, just saying. So, let's get down and see what these new batch of cappers I've got today. Good ones, They're all good on every show. Every capper I use on every one of my shows. If they're not good, I'm not going to use them. That's just how it goes. But we got a whole new batch of cappers as from yesterday's show. So we'll start taking Hilly Alatang. We've got taking the favorite, Dev the Dude. Dev. And on his show, he has a co-host, a buddy of his, Cell. Dev and Cell are both taking Alatang, both by decision. Then we've got it's your boy eBay's. Nora loves saying eBay's. When I say it's your boy, it's like instant. It's like it's your boy, and she'll go eBay's. She's on her way to school. Yeah. The only reason I'm doing a morning video, I'm a little late. I'm going into work late. I have to get fasting blood draw, and I don't want to go all day without eating. And the place doesn't open till 8. So I was like, you know what? I have to, I'm gonna get another video in before I go to work. So then we've got the young gentleman, Burt, MMA. He is saying Alatang by decision. Oh, eBay's by decision. I'm seeing kind of a trend here. Then we've got Leighton, UFC gambling addicts, also decision. And finally, we've got Ray from the MMA Pick'ems podcast. I'm just gonna write MMA Pick'ems, and from now on, I'm just gonna write Pick'ems. I don't recall him saying the method, but nevertheless, he's on Alatang, making this a full capper consensus. My daughter's not here to do a dance with me. I'll do it by myself. A full capper consensus is when all the cappers pick the same side, and in this case, everyone that I watch, not everyone I watch, but everyone on this that I'm showcasing on this capper comparison pick show is on side with Heili, Alatang. I did watch a couple other cappers that are taking Gustavo Lopez on the plus money, but they're not being featured in the show, so I'm not going to mention them. This is pretty much. I'm not going against the capper consensus here. I'm going to go with the cappers. I'm going to take the Mongolian Heili Alatang. And since 4 of the 5 cappers picking Alatang are saying by decision, I too will say decision for Alatang here against Gustavo Lopez. Moving on. Next, we've got the bantamweight fight, female bantamweight fight between Pannie Kianzad taking on Raquel Pennington. Raquel Pennington, she's been around the world, she's already had some championship fighting bouts. Her resume runs deep. She's gone against some good fighters in this, her professional career. Pannie Kianzad, not bad either, but the Raquel Pennington has had a stronger resume of opponents. Okay, let's see. Let's talk about the favorite in Raquel Pennington. Raquel Pennington, she's 11-8. She's coming off a win against Marion Renault, which isn't that great of a win. Marion Renault's the 40-year-old gym teacher that she just retired like last, I want to say early summer time she retired. She had her last fight and she lost against Miesha Tate. But I did like Marion Renault, but still she was at that spot in her life where she was like the journeywoman, veteran, gatekeeper, if you want to say. So Raquel Pennington, she's actually 2-3 in her last 5. Not a good look. So she's been in other promotions and everything. Like I said, she's been around for a bit. She has a 1.5-inch reach advantage. Take that for what you will. She's fighting out of Altitude MMA in Colorado Springs. I'm assuming she's up in a higher elevation, not elevation fight team, but she's in a higher altitude. I'm assuming that's why they got their name like that. I don't know any other female fighters coming out of there, but she is taking on a up-and-coming, pretty good prospect. She's not a prospect anymore, but she's coming off a good fighter in Banzai, Pannie Kianzad. Pannie Kianzad is coming off a nice win over Alexis Davis, unanimous decision. Alexis Davis, you guys know she's got some good striking skills. Both these females got good striking skills. I would give the edge to the grappling and wrestling to Pennington. I have yet to see Pannie Kianzad do any type of takedown type of crap. She's fighting out of Arte Suave, that's in Copenhagen, Denmark. I don't know any females out of there, but I know, I didn't write it down, but I think Mads Burnell is one of the dudes fighting out of Arte Suave. You know what? Who else is out of there? There's a female, I think, out of there. I didn't write any down, but I think maybe Jermaine Durandamy. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I really don't know. But anyway, she's fighting out of Copenhagen, Arte Suave. And she is, her nationality is Swedish. Pannie Kianzad is 4-1 in her last 5, so she's been on a good little run herself. She is a touch younger, 29. Pennington is 33. With that age, though, is that veteran experience. Despite the records being similar in amount of fights and whatnot, I still think Kianzad actually got one more pro fight, but Pennington has gone against the best. She's gone, I'm not going to pull it up, but I'm pretty sure she's gone against the GOAT, Amanda Nunes. I think she's gone against Holly Holm. She's gone against the best women in the UFC. So, let's see what these cappers have to say on this interesting fight. Starting with Pennington, the favorite. We've got Ray from Pick'ems, MMA Pick'ems. He's on the side of Raquel Pennington. Jump over here. We've got Dev and Sel both taking Kianzad. Then back on the favorite, we've got It's Your Boy. That's right, eBay's is taking Pennington. He's saying by decision for his girl. Then over here we've got Leighton, UFC Gambling Addicts. Kianzad by decision. You know, it's very unlikely when any of these cappers pick, unless it's like Shevchenko or Amanda Nunes, you almost always say decision. But sometimes somebody will throw in a submission, or I like when they do that, but female fight, safe bet is decision. Look at the over 2.5, minus 325. Even the bookies know it's going to go to decision. If you think it's going to not go to decision, plus 250. That's right, plus 250 on that. And for the tiebreaker, we've got Bert MMA, and Bert is taking Pannie Kianzad. Bert, good on ya. Also, of course, by decision, giving Kianzad the edge. Oh, this is a tough one. I'm still on the fence, but I'm going to go with strength of resume and opponents. And I'm going to take Raquel Pennington here, even though she doesn't have the capper majority pick. She is the favorite. I know I usually go, when it's fights like this, I usually go with the plus money, dog or pass type situation. But something telling me take Pennington, because if she loses, she's out. I think she's on a skid. She's 2-3 in her last 5. Okay, so she had that win against Mary Renault, but before that she had back-to-back losses. Before that she had her other win, I forgot who it was, and then a loss before that. All 3 of her losses, though, against top opponents, like I was mentioning. And Kianzad, even though she's 4-1, she's an up-and-comer. Thing is, if she loses, she's not gone. She'll still be in. She's on 4-1 streak. So I think the willpower is going to be there for Pennington. She realizes, and Pennington is the girlfriend of Tisha Torres. They might be married, actually. They might be married, I'm not sure. But she's with Tisha Torres, so you got to imagine. And Tisha Torres is coming off victories, and she's bringing home the bacon. You know what I mean? She's bringing the money home. Pennington wants to do her part too, just like JP Bays wants to do his part. If you have if you're in a couple, a power couple that both of you fight, and one of you is winning, the other one's got a lot of pressure on them, they better start winning too. Not unlike like Mark De La Rosa, he's out, but I don't know. I think it might be a little different with guys, but I think when a female and female couple, like a all female couple, I would imagine can't. I'm pulling this information out of my ass. I was a psychology major though, but I think Pennington wants to bring home. She wants this win. Of course, Pannie Kianzad doesn't want to lose, but Pennington has the knowledge, and I think she's going to get the victory over Pannie Kianzad. Finally, moving on, we've got welterweight fight between Shitlobo, Impa Kasanganay, Shitlobo, 9-1. You guys probably know him about he was on the receiving end of the knockout of the year against Joaquin Buckley. He had that spinning back heel kick, which but you know what? In Impa Kasanganay's defense, I think that heel kick would have took out anybody. Even upper weight classes, maybe like not heavyweight guys, but maybe not even light heavyweights. But I would say anyone middleweight or less would have got. If he connected with that kick, it was so awesome. It would have knocked out anybody. So you can't really go judge Impa Kasanganay on that. And that was his only one loss. All right, you can't judge him on that. But he's taken. Impa Kasanganay is taking on Carlston Harris, Mozambique. Mozambique is man, he's been around. He was in other like lesser promotions, but Harris is coming off a win against Christian Aguilera, who is and he submitted him. He had anaconda choke in round 1 for Carlston Harris over Christian Aguilera. Christian Aguilera is a decent fighter. And also, if you look through his Tapology, he's got wins over, not in UFC, but in other promotions, got wins over Michelle Pereira and 2 wins over Wellington Turman. He's you know what? He's fighting in Combate and like a couple other ones, Immortal. I didn't write any of them down. Off the top of my head, I can't think. But Carlton Harris is definitely the Guyanese fighter, is prime for on the feet and submissions. He's got 1-inch height and 1-inch reach advantage over Impa, and he's fighting out of Renovacao fight team that is in Brazil. Carlton Harris, however, is the older fighter here at 34 years old. Impa Kasanganay is 27. So Impa does have a slight reach advantage. I mean, not reach. Slight age advantage, being the younger fighter. People would say in his prime. 27, that's prime for welterweight. Carlton Harris coming toward the edge of his prime. I think that's still in the window of prime. Next year, 35 and up. Wrong side of 35. That's when you start falling off. Okay, Impa's coming off a win against Sasha Palatnikov. He rear naked choked him round 2. Like I said, his only loss was that. And you know that fight against Joaquin Buckley? Impa was winning that fight, and I think, in my opinion, he was winning that fight till he got caught with that kick. You know? So, whatever. He's 4-1 in his last 5. Obviously, he's only got 1 loss. Carlton Harris also 4-1 in his last 5. So he's on a little run himself, and he's got more wins. 16-4, more experience. Even though Kasanganay has more fights in the UFC, Harris has more pro fights overall. And like I said, he's faced UFC opponents in other promotions. So this is a very interesting fight. Kasanganay trains out of a better gym, I would argue. Sanford MMA. I do follow them on Twitter, Instagram. I follow them on Instagram. Impa trains out of there. People like Gilbert Burns, Vicente Luque, Henry Hooft is the coach. I mean, there's nothing really bad you can say about Sanford MMA. It's a good training facility. You could argue it's competitive with, it's top 5. Definitely top 5, okay? So now let's see what these handicappers have to say on this fight between what are these? Mocambique and Chilobo. Okay, taking the favorite Chilobo. We've got Leighton, UFC gambling addicts, taking Chilobo, the favorite. Then jump over here. We've got the Ray from the Pick'ems podcast, and Ray is saying Harris should get the submission win. He does have, I think, in my opinion, he does have a better ground game than Impa, but Impa's got, I think, stand-up. Impa's got the striking advantage. Just personal opinion. I didn't read stats. This weekend, this Friday, I will be having a live stream show with BC Dave. Be sure to check that out because Dave claims with the week off last week, studying hard on these fights, watching old fights, watching some tape, digging deep, got the stats, he's all over these. He's going in hard on this card. So that'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to that, and I hope you guys are too. Friday evening, okay? Also taking Impa, we've got Bert from Bert MMA. He's saying a knockout for Impa in the first or second round. We're just gonna say KO. All right, Bert. I got you, buddy, though. Then we've got Dev the Dude. However, Dev's guest on the show is not taking Harris. Cell is taking Impa Kasanganay, which I like. Cell from Dev the Dude. I don't know, that's all I know is his name is Cell, I think. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Cell said Impa is going to get the decision victory. There you go, Cell. Give me the method. And finally, we've got It's Your Boy, Ebase, and Ebase is also siding with Impa Kasanganay by decision, making this the capper majority pick for this fight. The cappers are leaning the favorite in Kasanganay. Oh man, this is a very, very tough fight. I really like Impa Kasanganay, and like I said, you can't take a lot off that spinning heel kick from Jaquim Buckley, because if that landed on any welterweight fighter, I think it would have knocked him out. I don't know anybody in that division that could take that kick and not get knocked out. But maybe there's somebody in there. Maybe there's somebody very, warranted for, durability. But I'm favoring the ground game. Like I said, when it comes to grappler versus striker, because my background is grappling, I tend to lean grapplers, and I think Harris is going to get Impa on the ground and get the advantage. But Impa does come from Sanford MMA, which Henry Hoof has the striking and stuff, but they got great grappling there too. Vincente Luque, Gilbert Burns, those guys are fantastic BJJ practitioners. Great grappling, but I'm going with Harris here. Plus money is making my decision. And you know what? I'm going to go with Ray. I think he's going to get a submission victory. How's that for plus money? That'll make it a plus money. It's already plus money. It's going to make it more of a plus money. But Kasanganay is a live fighter. He's 9-1, only got that one loss, so you can't judge off that one loss. So to recap, time check. And we are, oh good, I'm even early. To recap, I've got Heili Alateng beating Gustavo Lopez by decision for the full capper consensus. Most of them taken by decision, as will I. Method to my madness, that's why. Then I've got Raquel Pennington using her past fight experience, her veteran knowledge, and her will to, man, this is a good fight too. Because Pannie Kianzad, I mean, I faded her before and I came out on the wrong end. I should learn my lesson. But I've also, I faded Rocky. No, yeah, I took Marion Renault. I don't know why, but I took Marion Renault her last fight, and Raquel Pennington beat her. I don't know. Late women's fight. Give me a coin. I don't know. But I'm going to take Pennington because of her strength of schedule, her strength of opponents. All 3 of her last losses were against fighters that could beat Pannie Kianzad. Okay, and that's why I'm taking Pennington. I think she can beat Pannie Kianzad. I think she's got striking. Kianzad's probably a little touch better. No, I don't know. I think Pennington can outstrike her, and definitely when if and when it should get to the ground, Pennington should have better ground control. I think Pennington will get the better takedowns. I think she's got, I don't know the stats, I have to wait for Dave on that, but I think she's probably got better takedown accuracy, better, yeah, I think she's probably, stat-wise, she might be better everywhere except for maybe the striking. Cardio, probably have to give it to Kianzad because of her age, but it's going to be a close fight, guys, and it's like a coin flip. What are you going to do? Taking Pennington. And finally, I'm taking Carlston Harris, also for his 16-4. I know Kasanganay has more fights in the UFC, but Harris has more fights overall, and he's beaten UFC opponents outside the UFC, like Michel Pereira and Wellington Turman twice in 2 different. Yeah, I like Carlston Harris. I think he will bring it to the ground. He'll use his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and get the submission over Impa. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm uncertain on all 3 of these fights, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. This is going to be my parlay. So gather the info. Place those bets and cash those tickets. Thanks for watching. Give me that thumbs up. Go ahead and leave comments down in the comment section on who you think's gonna win these fights, man. All of them close, except for Alatang. You know, that's a consensus. But these 2 very close fights could go either way. Like I said, not confident. I'm pretty confident with this, but I'm gonna parlay Harris, Pennington, Alatang. Do that, parlay that right now. And so good luck on your bets, and I will see you next episode.